Flying Bra podcast production. Take a seat in the Fumetti Cafe and listen to the stories from the drip. Tragedies. PALO is back, and he's sitting right next to me. I'm in heaven. He's my best friend. He takes a long sip and relishes the fizz on his cheeks. Wait for it. There's the smile. And a twinkling nose to boot. Hey, PALO. You know, it's the hangman who fears the eternal before the inevitable. I blurt out at him. PALO asks me if I'm dramatic today. Well, of course I'm dramatic today. I'm growing out of my bandages, sitting here waiting on this damn bar stool. PALO now tells me I've stopped growing, but I haven't stopped evolving. Okay, well, thank goodness for that. PALO, could this be swelling? My body tingles, pulses, and transmits endless revolutions of fear, pain, and doubt. PALO tells me my body's healing. But he says it with a palpable quietude that makes me hold my breath. I scan the Fumetti for a tchotchke to cool me down. I wait for the scene to unfold from my seat. I'm in an opera house balcony where intermission has become the main event. And there, PALO's exquisite Navajo blanket, scarlet, red, and teal, a piece of ancestral art, hangs above the fireplace as the final curtain. Now that's drama. PALO tells me that good things come to those who wait, and that I heal fast anyhow. PALO waves down Bart so he can retrieve his native blanket. He needs a ladder. PALO is neutral about Bart. He likes the nickname I gave him, Glance-a-lot. But PALO's not impressed with Bart's choice of an icy heart. PALO tells me that I must stand tall and know the simple truths that once supported my inner joy. PALO calls for Bart that he needs the ladder. PALO waits for the ladder and then turns to me and tells me that I must be still and become the trees in order to observe what is growing in my forest. Then PALO walks towards his blanket. Bart gives him the ladder. PALO, your wisdom is nauseating me. My irritation sputters out mid-sentence, knowing PALO is now too far to hear me. Oh, I just want to crawl out of my skin, but I'm no snake. I just watch PALO's graceful and honorable stance absorb the vestiges of his people that once soared throughout the region. Glance-a-lot arrives with the ladder, and he gives me that pirate look again. I imagine the blanket cloaked around a crone or a chief during a sacred ceremony. Cool. I eagerly await for it to finally be back in PALO's arms. The fire fades its sporadic crackle. Soon the mantel shelf will revert back to a rough, empty facade. Eventually, things happen. The ladder leans unevenly against the tchotchke-filled walls of the Fumetti, and the blanket comes down. What's left? What's left is a ghost of smoky, tattered edges for us all. Is the fight over? Is it ever over? What is the fight? Or is it just a new beginning? Over and over again. Okay, so then in the next war, I want to be on Carmen's team. Not only to become her lady-in-waiting on Margarita night, although at the moment, that seems like good enough. Thank you for listening to the Fumetti Cafe Weekly Series, Stories from the Drip.